Hi guys, how are you? Hope you are all doing good. Now today's topic is a bit close to my heart. It's a bit controversial if you want it to be. Close to my heart because it's related to social media and the lack of communication among people nowadays, and why the latter led to the rise of the former, that is social media. Controversial because some people may not agree with it, but if you give it a thought, then you will realize that I am onto some point. And but let me tell you, I'm no saint. I have been an introvert all my life. I think I am 35 or 36ish years old, and once I crossed 30, then only I started communicating with people, and then I saw the age of social media had already taken over, and people no longer wanted to talk. So basically, I want to talk about the rise of social media and unwillingness to connect in the digital age. So I'll start with an introduction that I made. See, in the past 2 decades, social media platforms have revolutionized the way we communicate and connect and share information. These platforms have become an integral part of our daily lives, allowing us to interact with people from all corners of the globe. However, behind the exponential growth and widespread adoption of social media lies deeper societal issues. I know you must be wondering, what is this guy talking about? The increasing unwillingness of people to engage in meaningful face-to-face conversation, this inner reluctance to communicate directly with others has fueled the rise of social media, providing a convenient alternative to real life interactions. And this is applicable to even when you order food online. Why do you use the platforms that we have today for ordering food? Why can't you just give a call? Some of my friends, even myself, I'm guilty of the same thing. I order food using WhatsApp because I don't want to talk to the guy. Why I don't want to talk to the guy? Why? So we have to think over this thing. This reluctance to communicate directly with others has fueled the rise of social media, providing a convenient alternative to real life interactions. Now, in this video, I will try to explore how this phenomenon has shaped the landscape of social media platforms. That's right. I mean, this limitation is like, if not the only, but one of the main reasons why social media platforms actually flourished. The first point is the fear of real life communication, which I've been pointing towards since the start of this video. See, human beings are inherently social creatures. You might have read a lot of times that human is a social animal, social creature. He cannot survive without the society. So this is what we mean. Human beings are inherently social creatures, thriving on interactions and meaningful connections. However, as our world becomes more interconnected, the paradox of being constantly connected yet increasingly isolated becomes more apparent. With the advent of technology, we have witnessed a decline in face to face communications or conversations replaced by digital interaction. Now, this shift can be attributed to n number of factors, including fear of judgment, social anxiety, or a general lack of interpersonal skills. I always had interpersonal skills, however, it depended a lot on my mood. Maybe I woke up on wrong side of the bed and I don't want to talk to anyone, and sometimes I'm talking to myself, which is most of the time. And social anxiety. Now, anyone can be anxious. It took me more than a decade to realize that I have a problem of anxiety, social anxiety. Judgment, maybe due to some incident in my childhood or something, but especially being an Indian, you are judged everywhere. But being a boy, you cannot show this problem to anyone. You cannot mention this problem to anyone. Why? Because you're a boy. Call me sexist, but it's true. Now, the second thing is seeking comfort in digital spaces, closely connected to the first point we made. Social media platforms offer a huge refuge to those who struggle with traditional modes of communication. The digital realm provides a sense of control, allowing individuals to curate their online persona and carefully construct their interactions. Behind the safety of a screen, people can carefully select the content they wish to share, craft their responses, and even retreat or avoid conversations altogether which they are not comfortable with. Social media has become a sanctuary for those who find comfort in the absence of direct human interaction. That's right. We may have an argument over comment, we may abuse each other. If I don't like your point, I'll simply leave the conversation. It's that easy. Can you do that when you're having a live conversation? I mean, imagine talking to someone and disagreeing with him and opening the door and getting the hell out of there. It's not that easy when it comes to real life communication. The third point is the illusion of connection. That's right, the illusion. I like the keyword illusion. While social media platforms promise to bring people closer together, it's the concept of emotional marketing which people ignore but still exists. It's an illusion that you are bringing people together where, I don't know. They often fall short of delivering genuine, meaningful connections. Likes, comments, and shares can create the illusion of being heard, acknowledged, and valued, but they often lack the depth and authenticity found in face to face conversations. These platforms provide a platform for superficial interactions where the emphasis is placed on the quantity rather than the quality of connections. It's a deep point, but it's not that complicated to understand. Everybody wants acknowledgement. Acknowledge me online. Why? I made a silly comment. The number of likes shows how cool I am. If I get a reply, then oh my god, my day is made. Done. I am the great one. The sense of entitlement due to likes or some superficial interactions. You don't know who is liking your comment. Is it a bot or a real human being? But you're still happy. You want to live in that mirage. Which brings us to our fourth point, the consequences of virtualization. The rise of social media platforms has significant implications on our society. The digital divide between generations is widening as younger individuals grow up in a world where online interactions are the norm. The art of conversation and the skills required for effective communications are gradually eroding or non existent, maybe in distant time, which we can see right now. The time is near. Nobody wants to talk to a real human being face to face. They cannot even look you in the eye anymore. The misunderstandings and conflicts are amplified in the digital realm, where nuances of tone, body language, and facial expressions are lost, leading to potential misinterpretations and further isolation. Now, the next point is overcoming the divide. Now, it is crucial to recognize the impact of social media on our communication habits and actively work towards bridging the gap between the digital and real worlds. Encouraging open dialogue, fostering empathy, promoting digital literacy are essential steps towards rebuilding authentic connections. It is imperative to strike a balance between online and offline interactions, acknowledging the value of face to face conversations and the richness they bring to our lives. We cannot ignore social media. It's one of the most essential, but yet unessential, sorry, not essential, unessential yet unavoidable part of our lives now. It's more than interaction, it's become a marketing tool. Like your smartphone is always listening to you. Why? And who is taking advantage of this silent listening or spying? Of course, these marketing channels. Now, we are at a stage when we cannot even express ourselves. Talk about expressing yourself online. Now, you cannot express yourself without fearing consequences. Like, who is tracking you? Who took a screenshot of your comment which may offend anyone? But it's your point of view. Taking a screenshot and mailing to your employer that so and so employee is racist or this, sexist or whatever, and eventually costing you a job. It's a scenario, and a lot of people have suffered the same fate. So we can conclude that while social media platforms have undoubtedly transformed the way we communicate, they have also exacerbated the growing unwillingness of individuals to engage in direct conversations. By understanding the underlying reasons for this shift, we can work towards finding a healthier balance in our digital lives. Embracing authentic connections and nurturing meaningful interactions is crucial to counteracting the negative consequences of our increasing reliance on social media platforms. Only by bridging the divide between the digital and real worlds can we truly harness the power of technology while preserving the essence of human connection, which is communication in the first place. Now, a lot of people, they mock me by saying you are like a ancient nomad trapped in a modern man's body. Since I'm 36 years old now, I'm not young anymore, but I can clearly say the day I retire, which is soon, I want to retire before I realize that I didn't do anything with my life. So the day I retire, I often joke to my friends that the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my smartphone away, because this is not only wasting my time, this is damaging my brain and my conscience. I just want to have real conversations with the people. I don't like chatting to anyone. I don't like giving a call to, as a matter of fact, I don't even like receiving calls. Why? Because it's not real, it's through a phone. Unfortunately, this is the times we live in. And the purpose of this video was not to create a negative impact about social media, but to highlight a very important fact that people are not talking to each other anymore. Rather, they prefer chatting with each other on WhatsApp. The thin line of privacy, that there was a time when people didn't call each other or didn't drop to each other's home without telling them, or late at night, because there was a thin line of privacy, or that has vanished. So now you can drop a message to anyone at any point of time. I mean, nowadays the managers, they don't see at what point of time they're disturbing the employees. They just drop a message anytime. Why? Because it's important and there is nothing you can do about it. So hope you like this video. If you made it so far, give it a thumbs up and comment, because it means a lot. It means that I am doing something. It will motivate me to do a lot more. And since I'm not that good at it, but I think we're reaching there. Thank you very much. Take care.